I'm Lauren Culver. Thanks for joining us. In tonight's top story, after appeals to the North Dakota Supreme Court, at least 5 high-profile cases were sent back to district courts this year. 4 of these cases involved murder-related charges. Renee Cooper spent the past week looking into these cases to see if there is a pattern. Hi, Renee.
Hi, Lauren. Here are 3 out of the 5 cases I looked into. All are waiting a resentencing or a brand new trial, and there may be more. I sat down with a criminal defense attorney to find out if our district courts are falling behind or if this is simply a part of the process. Attorney Jackson Lofgren says that many of these cases stand alone and had different issues that ultimately forced them back down to district court.
The only real connection that they have is that in all 3 cases, the Supreme Court really looked at what was done below and really applied the statutes and the constitutional provisions to make sure that the law was followed in all 3 cases.
But take the Bowman County murder case, where defendants Chase Swanson and Madison West were both found guilty of a 2016 murder. Well, in July, the Supreme Court reversed that decision, and they will get the chance at a new trial. Lofgren says the issue here was the district court judge combined 2 totally different charges, making them both wrong.
It's something that they probably need to be paying more attention to.
The attorney tells me this has happened a few times.
There have been a number of cases in the last couple of years. A few years ago, there was a case where the Supreme Court said conspiracy to commit reckless murder can't be a crime. Attempt to commit a reckless act can't be a crime. So it goes sort of in line with those cases.
Lofgren says back in 2013, several opinions made by the Supreme Court and even federal courts tightened the rules around combining charges. And it's part of the reason these cases are being overturned.
It's really changed how a lot of cases get charged out. Whereas before somebody might have said, well, I think we can add these 2 crimes together. Now prosecutors really have to look at it and say, no, these 2 crimes can't be added. I've got to go with a different crime or just one.
Ultimately, Lofgren tells me Supreme Court appeals are a part of the process. It simply means the higher court is doing its job.
I think it just comes in waves, and the majority of cases do get affirmed, so maybe that makes it so much more unusual when we have ones that do get reversed.
Lofgren also mentioned that in the last 10 years, several new district judges and Supreme Court justices have taken the bench, but Lauren, he didn't ultimately see this as a big factor in the recent reversals.
Very interesting. Renee Cooper, thanks so much. In new developments, the Roman Catholic Archbishop of St. Paul in Minneapolis said today that he has opened an investigation into allegations that a bishop